What is up, YouTube? It's been a little bit since I posted anything, but hey, you know what? Better late than never, you know? Alright, so me and my girlfriend, we're actually celebrating something today. We're celebrating our anniversary, 1 year anniversary. Go me, we made it. And we are gonna go backpacking up in Sequoia. So, we're gonna go to Weaver Lake, and it's on the Jenny Lakes and Weaver Trail Loop. And we're gonna go over there, have a good old time, and I'm gonna get as much video as humanly possible this time. All the scenic views, throw in a couple pictures. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Well, so far on the way to Sequoia, this is what we see. Alright, so we are driving up through Sequoia right now, and check out how windy this road is. Sometimes run into a couple snags along the road, like ice, so we got cables. Are you okay? That was pretty good, huh? Alright, so we went from green and yellow and red and fall colors to this. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my god, icicles, snow. Unfortunately, putting on the tow chains was kind of a hassle, and the driving up there is 15 miles an hour. 15 miles an hour. It's gonna take forever. It's gorgeous. Hand.
Are you having fun?
Oh yeah. It's just like being at the beach. So, we are at the beginning of the trail. We didn't end up going to Weaver, so now we're going to Heather Lake instead. Heather or Pear Lake.
Heather Lake.
My lady here, she is just gonna start her new trekking poles. Just putting them babies together.
Hey, I need scissors though.
Anniversary gift. Woot woot.
Okay, how's a zip tie?
Okay. And we got the trailhead right behind those cars. And all this snow is just making her giddy and excited. Oh my god. All right, let's get this shit started. Let's get it started. We're gonna get it. We are freezing already though.
Yeah.
But seriously though, my toes, oh my god. Cold. I'm gonna use hand warmers on my toes. All right. All right, so once again, we may have bit off a little more than we could chew. And we're really paying for it right now. Got my lady over here. Ooh, she's got trekking poles. And I'm not sure if that's helping too much, but I bet it's helping a little bit. And me, well, oh, I am dying. Ooh. And I have knee problems. And so right now, my knee is killing me. Now I'm probably weighed in at about 50 pounds. And that's, it's a little bit heavy. So I would suggest to anybody that has knee issues and or is physically out of shape, do not, I'm about 165, probably a solid 165, maybe 170, but I think I'm about 165, and I've got about 50-pound pack on my back. And this is a struggle. And I work at a job where I'm pretty physically active, so real physical fitness is a determining factor when you're backpacking and you're going up steep hills, especially in the snow. Right, babe? How are you doing over there? The best? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is some very, very steep incline. I know it's probably hard to see, but you can probably see how the sides of the trees are, how they're growing. They're growing up. So like that one looks flat. That one, those ones, you can obviously see that the slope on here is pretty darn steep. So, I'll take a little bit more video in a little bit. I need to take a breather. I am dying. All right. So, I don't know how far we are, and that's frustrating. I am dying right now. It's probably been about an hour since the last video. Freaking dying. My knees are screaming. So, yeah, anybody with knee problems, definitely be sure to either do something about that, braces, or lower your weight or something. But, oh my God. Or maybe just stop being such a pansy. You little wuss. But check out the view, though. I don't know if you can see the view. Like, check out all that view. Look at this overhead view. It's so pretty. That's the trail behind us. Ugh. Goodness. Oh, downhill. Oh. Uphill. This one is definitely a doozy. And the fact that it's snowing outside, it does make it more difficult, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. Cause like, for me, when it's warm, I sweat real easy. But I've just got basically like a standard flannel. I mean, it's made of polyester, but it's a standard flannel. Got my little bomber hat. I'm not wearing gloves. I think it's like 30 degrees out right now, but I'm staying warm enough to keep my body heat like at bay, but cool enough not to be sweating. And that's a big thing. We started it. We had our jackets on, and with our jackets, we started sweating. And you don't want to do that when you're up here, and it's this cold, because tonight it's supposed to get down into the single digits and possibly into the negatives. And if you have sweaty clothes, when it's this cold, it spells a little bit of trouble. So, yeah, but I'm loving the scenery. The scenery is awesome. And that view over the top, so nice. The tops of the mountains right there, and down this little valley. I'm ready to make it to the top already. We passed the sign that said 2.3 miles. And I feel like that was farther than 2.3 miles ago. And it's only a 4.1 mile trail. And I think it's about a 2,000 foot climb. So, I'm gonna stop talking, start breathing a little bit more, and see if I can finish this thing up. Whew. Wish me luck. All right, so me and the lady here, well, we made some rookie mistakes today and almost really paid for it. We went up, but there was snow on the ground. It was cold outside. We were wearing not too much just like enough to stay warm but not sweat. So we succeeded in that. We didn't sweat too much while we were walking up, but we bit off a little bit more than we could chew at a time that was a little bit too late in the day. By the time we got up to the peak of the mountain that we were going to be going to, we had to go all the way down this other side of the mountain. And in the bottom of the valley, it was just all fog, so we didn't stay down there. It would have been too cold. And we stayed at the top, which is also kind of a bad idea because that's where all the wind comes up, but it was the only flat spot where we could put down our shelters. So, didn't really work out, and definitely was a sketchy situation it was kind of scary. It was getting dark really fast. There was no way of getting a fire started. But luckily enough, I did bring one of the little miniature heaters. One of these little things. With the little propane tank, the backpacker stoves. So, we got this thing going right here. Heating up a little bit of food. And letting the steam warm up the tent a little bit. And yeah. So this could have gone so much better. So much better. We definitely messed up a little bit on this one, you know. So for future references, don't take some chances. Some of those chances are not worth it because right now we are totally paying for it. Like absolutely paying for it. This is actually pretty brutal. It's very cold. We do have a -5 rated sleeping bag, so that's good. Or maybe it's just 5 degrees. But it's single digits out here. It's very cold. Like, you can see it's very cold out. We do have snow gear, so we did have that. But the tent that we brought, not exactly sufficient. But this thing right here is definitely saving the night a little bit. Using it to warm up some food, heat up some water, and just put out a little bit of heat in this freezing cold tent. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna pack it out. There's no way that we're gonna stay here a second night just because there's too much snow. There's not an area where I can start a fire. There's no firewood. I haven't seen any dead wood, and any dead wood that I have seen is just covered in snow and it's wet. So yeah, this was could have been a very bad situation if we were not a little bit more prepared. So if you go up not prepared and you're in a winter situation, you could be screwed because we almost were. Pretty sure both me and Sarah here, we both almost got frostbite on our fingers and toes, and that's no joke. That's a serious thing. We were not entirely prepared for this. There was too much snow. And fishing is not going to happen just because everything is so cold up here. The lakes are frozen over. And I don't trust it to walk out onto a lake just to try to ice fish. I don't trust it. I don't know if it's cold enough or if there's enough ice. But if I fell in, I'd be in some deep doo-doo. So, yeah. Woo woo. Exciting adventures. Are you awake back there, babe? Oh, she is tuckered out. We both pulled all-nighters, and then we walked up 4 miles, but we started at like noon. So it was too far, too late in the day. Brutal. Just brutal. It was a rough day. Try to stay safe if you guys go backpacking, because this was kind of a stupid, unsafe decision. All right, so we made it through the night. Wasn't sure if we were going to. How'd you feel about that one, babe?
Well, I almost lost my big toes.
Yeah, we actually almost lost our toes. Legitimately almost lost our toes, and that's not even being sarcastic. They were in so much pain and frozen and numb, and we couldn't move them, and it probably took about a half an hour for our toes to start warming up after we got in the tent. This is our tent right here. We set this baby up here. We'll get up so you can get a better view.
Better view of it all slanted.
We we had to toss this thing up in a quick hurry, so I didn't even make it all pretty or anything. But the fact that it was a little bit loose around the edges probably made it so there was a little bit less wind that came through. So that was good. But now we're sitting here in the morning, just happy to be alive, really. And about to make ourselves some mountain house meals. But check out the view though. Check out the view. Okay. As much as this was horrible trudging up here with too much weight and in snow, and this is our first time snow adventuring and might be our last. I'm not sure. But that was the view. We got that big pretty mountain in the background. And then we didn't make it to the lake because we would have had to climb down that ridiculous mountain, but the top of this little hill wasn't so bad. And we made it, and we didn't die, so that's a good thing. But it did turn into a scary situation last night, so definitely, if you're going to be coming up back into the backcountry while it's snowing outside, do come prepared with plenty of warmth. Try to hit the trail early so you're not scrambling in the end trying to get your shelter up, because that got a little scary, a little sketchy. I didn't like the situation. She didn't like the situation. It was bad. And yeah, we're gonna stay for a little while. We're gonna pack our stuff up, head back down the other way. We were planning on staying another night, but there's no way to get a fire going over here. The lake is just, it's frozen over. We don't even see the lake from where we are, but the lake is guaranteed frozen over. Our breath was freezing on the inside of our tent last night, so there's no doubt that the lake is frozen. Can't do any fishing, so it's just not as fun for me. I don't know, for you, babe?
No.
No.
Well, snow.
The snow is pretty, but
That's what I wanted.
yes, we did enjoy our white Christmas, but the trudge up here, the fact that we were just totally just blasted by the time we got to the top, and the almost losing our toes and possibly almost getting hypothermia was a huge problem. And also because we have to sit and boil water, that was a little bit of a difficulty too. So yeah.
Hi.
Oh, and we have another hiker up here too.
Sorry,
Oh no, that's okay. Tell my YouTube channel how your experience was.
fantastic.
Was it good?
Of course, nobody's out here.
That is true. We froze. Almost lost my toes last night.
Did you?
Yeah,
We were expecting it to be cold, so I think we're prepared.
yeah.
Did you guys heat up the water bottle?
No, we didn't have,
You boil?
we did not have time.
Yeah, we boiled water.
We got to the top right when the sun was coming down, and it got a little bit, do you mind being on video?
Yeah.
Okay, because I post this on YouTube.
What's your channel?
Lefty Loosey Outdoors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of new, so I only have a handful of videos. Most of them are fishing videos, but we do backpacking videos now too.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, but outdoor stuff. But yeah, we came up here and we got up here, and it was already like the sun was going down. We had no time. I threw up the shelter, and then we jumped in, tried to heat up. Almost lost my toes because I got steel-toed boots on right now.
Oh.
Yeah, and I already knew when we came up here that was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So I brought 100% wool socks. So that did make a huge difference. But
Something else you could do to help out is you can get plastic bags.
yeah,
Get plastic bags.
like wrap them around your feet. That's not a bad idea at all. All right, so we did not make it nearly as long as we have on any of the other trails that we've gone on because it's way too cold up here. We are not quite as prepared as we would, well, quite as prepared as we thought. We thought we were going to be plenty prepared, but there's just too much snow. We don't have a shovel or snowshoes or anything like that. There's no way for us to make fire, so we're bailing out early. Gonna spend the rest of our anniversary trying to hike down this asshole of a trail, and then afterwards maybe find a little hotel and have an enjoyable night where we can, you know, have a nice sleep in a nice bed. So feel terrible for punking out on this one, but this one kicked my ass, and it lost a little bit of its fun last night. It wasn't as fun, and whole reason to come out here is, you know, push yourself a little bit, have fun with the rest, and there was a little bit too much pushing and not enough fun. So just heads up to anybody that's coming out. Definitely in a winter time, camping or backpacking, come out very prepared and try to go lightweight if you're going to be gaining a lot of elevation. Start on the trail early so the sun doesn't go down before you get to your destination, because that was a huge factor last night. We got on the trail a little bit too late. But yeah, I'll meet you at the bottom. All right, so, woof, was that a rough one? Huh, babe? Rough one. And it started getting real cold. I think it's probably about like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe not quite 4, but almost 4. And yeah, that was a doozy. Back at the truck, and I could not be happier to throw on my heater. Enjoy modern conveniences like music, warmth, and the water that we have left in here, because we were dehydrated.
So yeah.
Yes, I do. And it's gonna be the greatest. I don't have to worry about dying. All right, well, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it, and us almost dying. I know we didn't enjoy it very much. That was less than an enjoyable experience.
But a snow adventure.
Yeah, snow adventure. It was an adventure.
Worth it.
It was an adventure,
Worth it.
and that made it good. But you know what? We almost died, and that made it not so
We
good.
didn't almost die.
Yeah,
Just our toes did. Just toes.
almost lost our toes. Ooh, that's cold.
It's good.
Nice. All right. Well, hang loose, everybody. Lefty, out. You know, sometimes the end of the journey can be just as enjoyable as the beginning of the journey. And this time, the end of the journey included a comfortable hotel room and an all-meat pizza from Pizza Factory. Whew. This stuff will knock your socks off. Like, I'm telling you. Pair it along with some breadsticks, and oh my god. The struggles of that journey melt away. Just melt away. Yep. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this pizza, and yeah. You guys have a good night. Lefty Lucy, out.